Okay. Hello. Today we have something super curious here, and I thought I have to make a short, quick video. Customers will arrive in 22 minutes, and we just have time that I can show you this. This is in property of a German musician, Andrea Hucke, and I think she's from Essen. She's a professional viola player, but when she was in university, she finished university, and then she finally saved a lot of money and was searching for a nice violin. Da-da-da-da. And this is the violin she bought at that time. It's my violin I made. At the time, I think I was still in school when I made this violin, and then I just finished school, or I don't remember exactly. Year inside says 1990, and I talked about this violin already. It's pretty rad. I was a happy violin maker here, even in early years. Very red, but actually charming red. I remember it more artificial red, you know, like this hammer red color extract, which is actually, I think they are artificial colors. But over the years it turned out very nice, and a little bit of antiquing came because she played so much, because I varnished this completely regular, and we will make a few close-ups of this one. And at the time already I liked it pretty much, these decorations and these ebony inlays or decorations. Actually, I took ebony wood, I filed it with the file. Don't use sandpaper, because then you would have that sand as well inside. So you use a file, you file the ebony wood, and then with glue together you make like a plaster, and then first you cut it out, and then you fill it up and you clean it up. Double purfling Strat model. At the scroll decorations, and still at the time we had only photocopies. I don't remember where I got these drawings from, which violin it had, if it was from Amati. Right now I didn't have time to research where I got the whole thing from. It's nice to see. She said that actually she didn't like the decoration, but the instrument itself sounded very well, and that's why she chose this one. At the time she bought the violin for, I think it was 10,000 German marks in 1990, and this is about 5,000 euro, if I'm not wrong, yeah. It's interesting that years go by, and out of 5,000 now it would be like 35 something, 34,000 something, the value. So it's interesting to follow up how the price is going up. Some people arrive and they don't believe when I tell them the prices will go up. You know, at the moment a violin maker is selling, they always talk a lot and you don't never believe. And here we have a nice example how actually things turn out exactly how I predicted it. Actually, at that time myself, I didn't really know too much about the price performance. At the time, I just asked a lot, because these decorations, the double purfling and everything, at that time for me was a lot of work. And it's really interesting to see it. And when you make an instrument and you sell it, the instrument goes and you're happy that somebody liked it, paid for it, showed you how much they are willing to spend for what you did. It's a great satisfaction and gratification for the violin maker. And then you slowly forget it and you have next instruments, new projects. You always want to be better. As Enzo Ferrari said, you know, the next is the best, and the one I will make for you is the best. And that's actually true, because otherwise you wouldn't have any evolution. But at the time the instrument comes back and you see it, immediately those moments where you were working and all the problems you had for the first time to make these decorations, that the black doesn't go into the wood next and all these things, the neck setting, certain things, how I decided to make it, they pop up in your mind. It's just like if it has been yesterday. It's really nice to see. Usually I'm not so much into this romance of violin making where they tell you all these nice stories, but it's a little bit one of your child's, and you remember how it has been born, you know? Nice satisfaction, really nice. Oh, the label inside is also interesting. We have to show that. There is a white label, Edgar, Russ, fatto a Cremona nell'anno 1990, written by hand. And on one side there is like a brush curve. And that was something my brother, he was a little bit more artistic than me, designed these certificates at that time. Also this label. I think these certificates, I even have them here. Hold on, I even have them here. Damn, you know, this is something you wouldn't expect that I'm so well prepared. These certificates, they even got these spots here because it's old paper. This is the sign which is also on the label. Yeah, it's a little bit too thin paper. I was living in Via Bergamo, so I was still out of town a little bit in Via Bergamo 141, and then there was also the address of Austria, because I was already thinking that as soon as I finish the violin making school I will go back to Austria. And this here, there's even written Stefan Russ, is a nice testimony. You could tell that I was a strong character. Palm, yeah. That was a little bit the certificate I gave with that violin at that time. Yeah? Interesting, you know. It's a nice testimonial of my violin making, and after 33 years we have it back in Daddy's hands. Yeah, that's what I wanted to show you. I talked about it because all my history of decorating instrument actually started already a few years earlier. With this one, that was my first decorated instrument I made. Yeah, it's nice to see how by being played, how the varnish goes away, how it is antiqued, and all these things. Damn, there was a long way to go until where I am today. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed also this one here. Ciao, ciao, bye bye.